Now, if you guys haven't seen my review of the Samsung Galaxy Note 9, I will leave that video link at the description below. So if you guys have just gotten yourself the Note 9, or if you guys are planning to get one, here are some tricks and tips to maximize your usage of the brand new Samsung Galaxy Note 9 so you don't really underutilize the phone. Now the good news is that some of the features that I'm going to be showing here can work for previous Samsung devices as well, like the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. So feel free to check your current phone and see whether this works for you as well. Now first, let's give the extra boost of speed for the phone, shall we? Now to do that, you'll need to change the default animation speed. So you'll need to hit to the settings by of course swiping down from the notification menu. Then go to About Phone, Software Information, tap the build number 7 times. Now this will enable the developer options. Then go back to Settings, scroll all the way down and hit the developer options. Next, scroll down to Window Animation Scale and choose 0.5x. Now this will speed up the animation up to 50% and this will definitely increase the snappiness of the phone. Next is the display. As you guys know that Samsung's Super AMOLED display is by far the best phone screen ever made, as it comes with a WQHD Plus screen, and out of the box it is set to FHD Plus of a resolution of 2220 by 1080p. So if you guys would like to maximize the screen resolution, you can change that from the FHD Plus to WQHD Plus by heading to Settings, Display and Screen Resolution. Now here's where you'll need to slide it from FHD Plus to WQHD Plus. Now this will reduce the battery life just a bit for your phone, but since the Note 9 comes with 4000 mAh of battery, it won't be such a big deal as your phone screen and video consumption will look really crispy. Now speaking of display settings, you can also enhance your video experience with a video enhancer feature which is only available for Samsung devices. So just head to Settings, Advanced Features and toggle Video Enhancer. Now this will enhance your viewing experience when watching videos on your phone through Samsung's video player, Google Play Movies and TV, YouTube videos, and now even Netflix. Now this will give you a more vivid and brighter image quality when consuming video. So this is how it looks when it's turned off, and this is when it's turned on. Now speaking of enhancing your viewing experience, like the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus, the Note 9 comes with a very sweet sounding stereo speaker as it's tuned by AKG and it has the DOLBY ATMOS surround sound. By default, it's turned off, and to turn it on, just go to the notifications menu from the top, swipe to the right, and here's where you can either just touch the DOLBY ATMOS logo or touch and hold it to head to the settings. Then you can choose to either leave it to auto, movie mode, music and voice. And once you hit the back button, and if you're an audiophile, you can dig deeper into the equalization settings to change it to either on its presets or even customize it. Then there's even sound personalization for you to adapt to the sound to what's best for you based on a very interesting profile of your age. Speaking of audio, another settings which is turned off by default is the dual audio for Bluetooth, where for example if you have two Bluetooth speakers from a different brand, you can use this to pair them together. Now to enable it, just touch and hold the Bluetooth icon from the notifications menu, hit the 3 dots at the top right corner, go to Advanced, then toggle the dual audio. Then you can pair both devices through Bluetooth like usual. While this does not make a separate stereo-like sound, but it syncs very well, so this is definitely beneficial to get your audio in two separate areas. Since there is a Bluetooth 5.0 within the Note 9, it gives you a range up to 800 feet depending on the amount of walls and also the obstacle in your house or area. Next would be turning on the slow-mo feature. Now don't get mistaken, as what I meant is not the super slow-mo feature which is already turned on by default. Now the difference is that the super slow-mo feature gives you 960 frames per second at 720p, which requires you to have lots of light to get the best quality, but this slow-mo feature gives you 240 frames per second at 1080p. Now to turn this on, just go to the camera app, hit the settings icon, Then head to Edit Camera Modes. Go to Rear Camera and then touch the Slow Motion tab, and you can now find it in the app. Now let's get down to the SPEN, which I've really grown to love. I'm going to be showing you some of the older features and some of the newer ones, where the older ones are specifically for writing, sketching and air commands, and the newer ones are for remote control functions. Firstly is the off-screen memo, where you can write on your screen while the screen is off and then save it to view it later. Then once you are at the home screen, just take the SPEN out and that will bring you to the air command menu. Now other than just creating note and viewing the note, you can also go to Smart Select. Now here's where if you have a website or even a social media page which by default you can't copy, you can now by just selecting the space that you would like to copy and then hit Extract Text and you're done. Next is Screen Write, where it immediately takes a screenshot of the current screen, write and sketch anything on top and just share and save it. Now this definitely beats taking a screenshot manually, going to your gallery and then using your finger to sketch on the screen, and I think this is a really good feature. There's even live messaging feature where it records your writing and then you can share it via your Messages app. Then there's the translate feature where you'll first need to select the source and the language that you would like to translate it to. And then just simply hover the pen and the words will be selected and you can easily see the translation. Now let's get to the remote features of the SPEN. As mentioned in my full review, the SPEN now is a Bluetooth remote, which charges the pen less than 40 seconds for about 30 minutes of use. Now to head into the settings of that, just swipe down from the notification menu, swipe right, and touch and hold the SPEN remote icon. Now to remote the touch and hold button feature, you'll need to just tap at the menu and you can choose to launch every app when you touch and hold that button, which is super cool. Then there's also the additional app actions like choosing the single press and the double press function. So for example, under the camera app, you can choose it to either take a picture, record video or even do nothing. Why would you do nothing? And the same can be done with other compatible apps like Gallery, where a single press goes to the next picture and a double press goes back to the previous picture. Now you can also play and pause YouTube videos, go forward and back in the Chrome browser, and go to the next and previous slide in PowerPoint. Now Samsung has mentioned that they will be opening up this Bluetooth feature for other developers to integrate that in their apps, so that's really some good news. Alright guys, so that's all for my tricks and tips for the Samsung Galaxy Note 9, and if you guys have any other tips, feel free to share it at the comment section below. And I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share and subscribe to Adam Lobo TV if you haven't done so. Don't forget to hit the bell icon just next to it to get notified for my future videos. Thank you so much for watching. This is Adam Lobo and I'll catch you guys in the next video.